Alright guys, top of line training. Back with you with another video. Today I'm going to do a reset on a dirt hole set. The trap is not sprung, but the ground is frozen. Or it's stalling, it's soft here and there, but it's pretty hard. Anyway, so I'm just going to redo this set. I got some antifreeze. And the antifreeze stuff really works pretty well, but when it gets this cold and whatnot, it just freezes. Oh, it's crazy weather. I mean, rain, freezing. I mean, like 1 degrees, minus degrees, things like that. You just, you know, you're sort of wasting your time here. But the trap's in here somewhere. I'm gonna try to see if I can pry it up without springing it. But if I do. See, right here. I think it is. Yeah, here it is. See, look at that. Look at that. Frozen. Wow. And this set had a lot of antifreeze in it, you know. But everything is just frozen. Frisbee, you know how it goes. Groovy. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and see if we can spring this. See, the trap worked, as you can see. It's a MB550. Honestly, guys, that's about the only trap I'm going to use from now on. 550. I just got a dozen of them. For this year, I have 6 MB550s, 6 MB450s, which is another excellent trap. Then I got some Bridger number 4s, which have the night latch as well. Dogless. I have some Slippery Creek and about 3 or 4 of those, and then I have some Dukes, but I'm not messing around anymore with, I mean, I will use those other traps since I have them, but primary trap I'm using is the MB550. I mean, top of the line, you cannot, and for me anyway, can't beat it. Yes, I use trap setters. I'm in pretty good shape. I got some strength about me, but I'm not pissing around getting my hand caught in here and all whatever ever have you. And some people say, well, yeah, it doesn't hurt or whatever, but I'm not going to take a chance on it. If I had to set it, I could without them. I've done it, but this just makes, for me, it just makes it a lot easier. So the thing I like about these 550s, let's clean this up a little bit, is they're so easy to set. And let me just shake some of this dirt off this thing. So anyway, on the dirt hole set, try to get some of this snow and crap away from here. All right, trying to make a visual. Some people say coyotes don't like a lot of dirt and things like that around, and that may be true, but I try to vary my sets with dirt holes, flat, primarily those two, primarily dirt hole, but flat sets. And then I'll do some like I got what I call a burnt set, which I got off of Georgia Trapper. He calls it a burnt set, so that's what I call it. And basically it's just a burnt piece of wood, and with some little bit of a tracking on the wood itself, and then it's sort of like a flat set from there. But anyway, so what we got here is the ground's really not frozen down in here, but as you saw, the frisbee that I took up over here, the whole damn thing was frozen. So even if a coyote would have stepped on this, I don't think, I'm pretty positive it wouldn't went off. But one thing you got to do with the MB550s, it's got with the night latch. If you listen, hear that click. Pan is set flat. You don't have to dick around with anything. Like on the Dukes and stuff, you got to mess around and you got to adjust them and all this. I ain't doing all that. I'm here to trap. It takes enough time to work with the furs and set the traps and all that kind of stuff. I'm not messing around with adjusting a bunch of crap. I'd rather just pay the extra money and you know, take it from there. Spend my time dealing with other things. So anyway, what you want to try to do is get this thing down in here super tight. Tight as you can get it. Now what I like to do is I'm going to go dig up some dirt. I don't like messing with it from around here. Sometimes, if it wasn't all the snow, I would. But what I like to do is I'll go get some dirt. I'll be right back. Stay with me. Alright guys, got me some dirt. Now, this is basically setting a trap on frozen ground with a bunch of snow and whatnot. Again, you can see here the dirt frozen. Look at that. I mean, that's frozen like a rock. Man, irritating, but that's what it is. That's what happens. So anyway, I go get some dirt, and this is all pretty hard itself, but what I like to do here is, believe it or not, when it's a little muddy and a little wet, you know, this makes some nice dirt balls. And what I'll do is on the ends here is I'll knock that down in there. It's just not a rock, which it is. You got to get this trap in here so it doesn't move. If it's moving, high percent chance that you're going to get a dig up, or they won't even mess with it. How do I know that? Because I've had about, I don't know, 10, maybe 8 dig ups this year. And even sometimes what you think you got it nice and tight in there, it's not. Now once you get that going, it's still a little wobbly. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start packing the strong jaw. Now whenever you, just be careful here that you don't, just keep your fingers away from it. I don't, like I said, it's not going to cut your fingers off or anything like that, but personally I don't think it's going to feel good. I don't know. Some people have, I've seen it on YouTube, you know, they stick their hand out with a glove on. Stick their hand down on it, but that is sort of prepared for it. You're sitting here messing around and you're not paying attention. You trip the trap and it's on your hand. And you're probably going to get, you know, it's going to happen. That's happened to me. But not with this trap, these traps. But the point is it's probably going to happen. You know, the old saying, you play with fire, you get burnt. So sooner or later, good chance, you're going to get burnt. Just try to pay attention what the hell you're doing. And I haven't been caught this year at all. I mean, I haven't trapped for a long while, but anyway. So we get that in there. Now take the weak jaw, put it down, get it set, and start packing that in there now. Get that dirt down in there. Now we need a little bit of dirt around the weak jaw here. Sure you ain't got no rocks in here. Okay. So anyway, guys, my main point here, besides doing a dirt hole set, is next trapping season, or actually before trapping season, I'll be making some waxed dirt. I'm not going to mess around with the antifreeze or anything like that anymore, because I tell you what, I just showed you right there. Now, I don't know the temperatures and whatnot that we've been having, if even the waxed dirt would have froze. I don't think it would have from what I've seen from it, but man, you just, I don't know. I've had a lot of frozen traps up on the hill. This is the, like I was saying before, this is a swampy area here by the river, and up on the hill I had 10 traps up there, 9 of them visited by coyotes, tracks everywhere, frozen day, nothing sprung. Alright guys, I'm going to get the camera and zoom in here for you so you can get a good look at this. Stay with me here, I'm just going to go live with it. Okay, let me see if I can do this here. Alright, just stay with me. And there, I can't really even damn well see anything because of the sun and the shadow here, but you can see that's in there solid. It's not moving at all. Alright. Whoa, Colonel, whoa. Little mishap. I'm going to change the angle here and see if you can watch a little bit better. Alright. So anyway, from here, I'll get my gloves back on. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure you're wearing gloves. It is essential, I believe. As Dave Canterbury says, you're going to get sent. You're going to get sent. You're not going to make it so they're going to know you're here anyway. It's going to be hard to cover your scent completely, but you want to do the best you can. So anyway, you can see here, that's pretty solid. Moves a tad bit, but good for the demo. But you want to make sure this is rock solid. And what I do is I put antifreeze all through here and around the jaws. And that's why I believe that this bottom side wasn't frozen at all. I mean, partly. I mean, once you get down to a certain level, the ground's not frozen. But anyway, I think unfortunately, back at the truck, I left 4 bottles of antifreeze. So that means I don't have any more. Damn it to hell. But anyway, continue on with this demo. And I don't see any. Okay, I'll sit back in the truck. Looks like I don't see any wax paper or anything. So, no wax paper. I'm going to come up with something. No wax paper. What I'm going to do is use a couple leaves. Set them down on top of there. That'll be fine. Usually I only use one, but these are little, so. Main reason behind what you're doing with the wax paper, some people put the underalls under the pan. Wax paper, latex, whatever you want to use. I've used leaves almost all fall. And what that does is it prevents dirt from getting under the pan. Now I get into my store-bought dirt here. See, I've got some. Get that out of there. Clean it up a little bit. Yeah, this set here has not hit anything. On both sides of here I've caught coyote and coon, possum, but not on this set for whatever reason. Oh, man. This dirt is treated with peat moss as well, which helps from freezing, but like I've said, with the temperatures and whatnot we've been having, I don't know, I think wax dirt's the only way to go. I was skeptical on the wax dirt at first. I didn't think you really needed it, but anyway. So what I'm trying to do is level this out, like so. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. So go ahead and put that in there. Now what I'm going to do is dig out my dirt hole, which is here. What you want to try to do is offset. I try to go at least minimum 2 inches. Minimum 2 inches. If not a little more. So there's your set right there. Go ahead and put some antifreeze on top. I'll just use the rest of this bottle. Now that won't be like a couple days, a day maybe even. That'll disappear. But pick up all your tools. Ditch the gloves. I'm going to move the camera again and let you see the dirt hole. All right. Man, doing this in the winter get muddy. So anyway, so there is the set with the dirt hole. Next step is to bait it up. Stay tuned for that. All right, so get a little stick, and this right here, you can see that's bushwhacker bait. This shit stinks like hell. That's all I'm going to say. Almost anything that stinks is going to attract them. You want to try not to get this stuff on your hands if you can help it. But if you do, you do. Try not to touch a bunch of stuff. So just throw that down in the hole like that. Then I'll just throw that stick down there as well. And what I'll do, I'm gonna get my stake driver and I'll ram that down in the hole. I want to get it down there deep. I usually make the hole at least the length of the groundhog handle, which is about 12 inches or so, 10 inches. So I'll get it down there deep as possible. That way you want the animal to come in and work your set. Okay. So there's the bait. And then here, you talk about something that stinks. Let me get this here. I'm going to clear this off just a tad bit here so I can put some of the lure. This here, well, you can't see it, but it's Miranda's High Plains Predator Call. This stuff stinks like living hell, but it's a good lure. And I put it up here on this stick I just stuck in the ground here. Just a nice little dab of it. You don't need a lot. Stuff stinks. I might put a little bit down here on this log, and then I'll just throw that down here in the set. I do have some feathers and whatnot in the set for a visual. I'll show that in a second. Let me stand that up here. Just throw that in there like that. And there you have it. Dirt hole set for the winter. Had a lot of trouble this year, guys, with frozen ground. A lot of trouble. I'm going straight to the waxed dirt. I expect a lot better results next year using that. So, but I mean, the antifreeze works to a point, but man, I tell you, when you got rain, you got freezing weather, low temperatures, my goodness, it's a battle. Anyway, guys, this is Ed, Top of the Line Training. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm getting things rolling again. I've been gone for about a year, but I'm getting things rolling, and doing this trapping series. I've been trapping all fall and all winter, just about, for the past 4 months. I've got some coyotes, some coons, some possum, and a few other animals. So please stay with me, subscribe to the channel. God bless, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ed, top of the line trainer, out.